When I think of some of the best Zed players in the world, a couple of names come to mind. BDD, Bjergsen, Perks, Dopa. But there's one player that stands out from the rest, and that is Faker.
Out on the floor, I think he's in the bed. Oh, Faker maybe in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves! Faker, what was that?
So today I'm going to be going over one of Faker's most recent games on Zed in solo queue where he popped off. Starting off, these are his runes and masteries. Take note of his runes, he's gone lethality, which is kind of strange for Zed players right now. Mostly going flat AD, mainly for the more early game centric playstyle, but Faker says fuck it, I'll go for the mid to late game with the lethality scaling and I'll pop off there. Also gone longsword refillable. It's a standard first buy for the Zed. Efficiency, it's fine. Gets out traded. The key to this matchup early is just dodging out the Syndra Qs. That's all it is. You've got two options. Gets that ward out early. Now, that ward is for the Ezreal, guys. So Ezreal jungle's kind of new. And you have to be, as a mid laner, super cautious of level 2 or 3 ganks. If the Ezreal comes in, level 2 or 3, and you're overextended, you have to blow your flash. There's no way about it. He gets the red slow, just autos you down, and you will die unless you flash. Of course, Zed does have the W, so I guess Faking can hold onto that early. Just using that Q to farm early game. There's not much you can do in pre-3. At level 3, you can start poking away the Syndra looking for solos, but before that, it's more just focus on dodging the skill shots and getting as much poke off as you can with your Qs. There's a couple of ways you can learn to speak. There's a couple of ways you can dodge with Zed early game. You either dodge into the Syndra, dodge away, or dodge to the side. That's a horrible trade by Faker. He should have held his W because his Q wasn't up. Oh my god, that's Peanut. What a filthy combo to get in solo queue. Syndra played that extremely well, gets the stun off. Faker didn't have his W, of course, which kind of ruined him. He needs to play a little bit safe now. The refillable is good, but you can go 3 pots if you want to be a little bit more safe. Jesus Christ, this Syndra is getting camped. And she's playing extremely well. Singe backs him up, backs her up. They have to respect that. Zed's getting zoned out. Peanut's looking for a kill on the Syndra, but it's kind of risky with no flash now, especially if Ez shows up. Peanut? Faker just says, fuck you, dude. I'm not committing for your bad call. What? Alright, well, that was interesting by Peanut. Definitely put Faker behind in his laning phase. Just from ganking the fails. Syndra's out of mana though, so he could look for a kill here. He doesn't have Ignite actually, I'm not sure. No, he'll get it. He has Flash up as well. Holds the Flash, just waits for his Q cooldown. A lot of people will just kind of get a little bit horny there and just go straight in for the Flash kill. Just hold, like, the Syndra's not going anywhere, just wait for your Q cooldown. If you miss that Q, then you flash in to get the auto, but otherwise, just chill, play it slow. You know that the Syndra has no Flash. God damn it, this Peanut. Peanut is a filthy camper. Yeah, Ezreal early game is insane. Do not fuck with an Ezreal early game. Especially Korean Ezreals, holy. When I smurf though, and you get the Ezreals, it's like, it's so freelo, but a good Ezreal knows his spacing, knows his distance. Gets the Dirk. Maybe Boots. Gets Boots there as well. So, against Syndra, guys, it's so important to have movement speed. Just to dodge out all of the Qs. Because if you're dodging the Syndra Qs, her damage is just, it's nothing. It's pretty easy to dodge with movement speed, a Syndra Q. You have 2 ways of dodging, guys. You dodge aggressively into them or dodge behind. It's a thing that Perks talks about a lot. It's kind of like cocky movement. It's what I've noticed against playing, when I played against a couple of the LPL pros and some of the really good Korean players, their dodging is insane. They will dodge super aggressively. They won't dodge backwards, like they won't path backwards for the dodge. They'll path forwards. They'll path diagonally forward. Like it's ridiculous how the dodging works. So into this matchup, never be dodging the same way, but just make note, you can dodge aggressively into them. Where if they're just always predicting you're moving backwards, you'll never get hit by skill shots. I hate to see players always dodging the same way, or always dodging defensively. If you dodge defensively like twice, then the next dodge, go for an aggressive dodge. Stop the back there, surely. So of course, Zed no mana, Syndra mana. As Zed, you just slowly whittle them away with the WE combo. Get them low and then just look for a level 6 all in. Hold the wave there. See, that's a perfect freeze there for Faker. Decides, sees the Sedge. Peanut's probably in comms with him saying, hey, let's dive, let's dive. So he goes, yep, I'm going to push it. If the Syndra's smart, she goes, okay, the only reason he'd push here is if the Sedge is looking for the dive. So she backs up. She knows something's up. Just chills. Calls for the jungler's assistance of the Ezreal. If you see a laner hard shoving for no reason, assume their jungler or their support's there for a roam to dive. Always assume that. Back up a bit. The Syndra seems pretty switched on. I think she's challenged her career as well, but I don't think she's a known player. She's went for the double Dorans, which is kind of inefficient these days, but the only other way is going for the Dark Seal, but she wants the extra health. Or even for cloth armor, because you kind of want that Seekers early. All about your wave control on Zed in the mid game. As soon as you're level 6, your enemy is under pressure. Just pressure them on all these CS. Like that cannon stuff, just move up. Make sure that they're kind of nervous. They don't know when you're going to all in, when you're not going to all in. Just always be hovering up into that aggressive position. He was hugging towards bot side where Peanut was, but now he has no jungler, so he needs to play it a little bit more cautious without any vision up. Oh, he does have that vision. Mid bot side. Watch out. Surely not. Ooh, if he survived, that would have been sick. Goes to the one for one with the Ezreal. The best thing about the Ezreal jungle is assassins are really good. So if you see the enemy pick Ezreal jungle, you can pick an assassin and it works extremely well. The Zed, the LeBlanc, even the Ahri I like picking now into Ezreal jungle. It's just so squishy, and if you hit any type of all-in on them, they're dead. I hate the tanks because assassins are so bad, but yeah, this Ezreal jungle, as a mid lane assassin player, I love it. I love it. Peanut clears out some vision for him. One of the most important mid-jungle synergies is simply your jungler getting you vision. That's one thing you'll notice that a lot of teams do for their mid laners. Like Jensen gets a lot of vision towards him. If you're a mid laner and you're playing aggressively without vision, you're playing stupid aggression. It's just dumb aggression. If you're playing aggressive with vision, it's not really dumb at all. It's just smart aggression. It's hard to explain, but always play aggressive with vision, and without it, just know you're making a kind of like an uncalculated risk if you don't know where their jungler is. Syndra got the zone on. Faker has to clear that wave. I actually think she's dead for sure. That Q, get that Q. Just slows her down with the red. I have no idea why she would do that. Faker has the red buff. He's just gonna order you down, slow you. Almost has his ult up. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the dive on the Ez. Very squishy Ezreal. Yep. Lobby's out. Perfect all in. I mean, it was so obvious to like a Zed player like me. I swear Mighty Bear should have known that was coming. You're an Ezreal, man. You cannot survive that. Great play by Faker. I mean, just sees the Ezreal, goes to the all in. Faker definitely has one of the most, the cleanest Zeds I've ever seen. I love watching his Zed. It's always on point. It's mainly because he always knows his damage numbers, so that he knows exactly when he gets the all-in and when he can't. Oh my... Holy shit, dude. That was so clean. Okay, so when Syndra ults, she has like all of her balls down. And you know she's going to go for the E because it's an insta-stun. Flash is straight behind her. And one thing Syndra has a lot of problems with, if you're not in front of Syndra, you're behind her, you're like, there's nothing she can do. Especially if all of her balls are on one side. So Faker says, all your balls are on one side. I know you're going to go for the stun. I'm just going to flash straight behind you, and there's nothing you can do. Always one step ahead. Mid lane is like a game of chess, guys. You've got to always think 2-3 moves ahead of your opponent, and you'll come out ahead. I'd say he's going to go for the Ghost Blade so he can roam more. The movement speed in the Ghost Blade is insane right now. As Zed, I versed the best Zed career. The thing I noticed most is how much roaming they do. If they can't get the freeze on, like in the mid lane, so into a Syndra, it's kind of hard to get the freeze on. A lot of the times, if you just shove roam, you're going to come out with so much map pressure. As opposed to sitting mid and just freezing. Even though you can get a small CS lead, it's not going to amount to as much as the roams. Good Syndra roam, pushes the wave roams. Rises immobile. Decided not to go for it, it's too risky. He should have been pushing into the mid tower there. They were all full health. Also note he's going for the Black Cleaver. He wants that cooldown reduction. A lot of Zeds that are getting the snowball early will go for the Dusk Blade. But Faker kind of decides, I need some health to survive the Syndra Burst, and I want the cooldown reduction to get my ult up as soon as possible. Jesus Christ, that was clean. You notice where he W'd ult, okay? Pulls the ult back, pulls the W afterwards, the ult. After the ult, has all the shurikens out for all the shadows out for a shuriken to hit. Cleans it. I mean, I don't think you'll see a clean as Zed. I think I'm getting some frame drops, I'm not sure. The one problem with Zed, and I'm sure Faker knows this, is when you're playing to things like Tristana, you are like on a fucking timer. If you do not close before like Trist 3 items and Ardent, you're going to have such a hard time because the Trist items is going to ult you away, slice you down with autos, and for you to close out, you kind of need the Trist alone without the Janna. If it's Janna and Trist there, they will probably get the kill on you. You just can't get many autos off. And you're going to need 2-3 autos at least to get the one shot into the Trist. Oh, it's Crown playing Trist as well. He's going for a Hurricane Rush. Okay. Syndra just playing stupid. She has no vision that side and just pushes in. On Syndra, you're immobile. I mean, come on, man. Respect. Respect the Phenut duo. Too strong. He's going to have enough of Black Cleaver now. I'll see what type of boots he goes for. Should be Mercs. Tabai. Actually, no, yeah, no, that's right. I was wrong. So Tabai, because the Ezreal and the Tristana, they're going to be doing the like majority of the damage mid to late. Just go to Tabai for the auto attack reduction. So just stacking that armor, but I think it's too late. Faker's ahead of the curve. He's got the armor pen. He's got the cleaver for the autos. He's looking to get in, but he can't. Take the lantern, boy. Yep. They do not have a top lane at the moment. The Stride's taking too long to scale up. He still has ult, but it's, I mean, he gets 2-shot. Oh, that's so awkward. Oh. That wall's hard to get. I don't even think you... Can you even do that wall? You must be able to. Faker would know. He wouldn't have went for it if he could. Wouldn't. We'll see if he looks for a side lane soon, or he just sits mid. There's no long lanes now, so you can't really side lane. But when that bot lane drops, it's going to be interesting to see if he pops into there. Because like on an assassin like Zed, you want to get into the long lane, get vision out in the enemy jungle, push it in, and then just look for picks continuously. It's what he likes to do on the Blanc. Usually he likes to do it on the Zed. Kind of his two go-to assassins right now. The Fizz. I see a lot of pros playing Fizz. I really hope he gets pulled out at Worlds. He should hand over kills. Oh, he needs to start handing kills over to the Kalista, because if he has all the damage, they are in a really bad spot come late game. I mean, Zed is mostly single target burst. The Kalista can at least, like, in a team fight, carry it through. Yeah. Slips through into the bot lane, like I said, to the longer lane. Whenever people ask me, Midbeast, when do you side lane? As soon as it's a long lane where you can slip in, push, and get vision through the jungle, go for it. Send your bot lane mid. Because you do not want to send your bot lane here where they overextend and then they get collapsed on. I mean, you're Zed, you can escape. Did you go? Ooh, that was fucking clean. Ben's just flash for it. He'll get out. What's he gonna build next? Probably Duskblade. Does he have the outright buy? Waiting a long time. Holds it. Yep. Goes for the Duskblade. Now he's going to go for the picks on the Ezreal. He's going to shove in, go into the jungle, and just look for picks. He needs this game to end within the next 5 to 10. At 20 minutes, he needs a pick into a Baron close. Oh, nice Thresh. He has nothing left now. He's out damaged. Has to peel back a little bit. Tia's getting like no deeps off here. It's the problem with the late game Zed. After your first combo, you do nothing really. Unless you're fucking 13 kills. Holy shit, okay. They should not have played into that with no vision there. You can't go for the Baron. Faker's ult's up in about 15. Yeah. So ult's up in the top lane. He's gotta look for that tower. God damn it, he has a lot of kills. If he dies, I don't see their team winning. If he dies during like a key mid-game team fight, into like the enemy team will force the Baron and win with the Tristana siege. It's so dumb right now, the Ardent meta. It's Crown's build. Why is he going Hurricane IE? What the fuck is he doing? Does Crown even know how to play Tristana? Oh, this Rise. I'm actually dead at this Rise. I didn't see the lobby. Maybe Faker picked the Zed and he forced Rise to play an AP top laner. Goes to the pick on the Ezreal and can't quite get it. Ooh. Ezreal's at a point where he's gonna do a lot of damage in team fights. It's all on Faker. He has to pick the Ezreal or the Trist. It can't be anyone else. And Crown's gonna start coming into items now. He's going for the GA next. Alright, getting some kills over the Rise. It did try and get that. He's probably going to go for the GA into Last Whisper, maybe? I don't think not many people build Edge anymore. But he's going to lethality build, so actually he might. This Thresh is so clean. Alright, he can't do that. Back out. They need to try and get the Baron for they need to get the Baron and close. Oh my god. So greedy. What is Peanut doing, man? Is that maybe that's not actually Peanut. I don't know. I think it is though. He uses his W to clear, kind of risky. I mean, Syndra knows he's around. Ah, she's not gonna stop him. What? Oh no, that is the worst feeling. Please get the kill, Rise. Oh my god. I think this Rise is doing Faker's head in. He should not have overextended like that. Pulled the W a little bit late. I think he was in the shot. Alright, Faker's got the G8. All for that next team fight. Into a Baron, into close. The fights are going to go less and less in their favor with the Trist Ardent now. I ban Trist very often in solo queue. Pretty hard to deal with, as like a lot of my mid lane picks, it's super hard to deal with. Interesting, it doesn't sell refillable for the pink. I like to get like when you know a Baron's coming up, you normally want to sell that for a control ward, or pink ward as I call them. Get some more vision control around the Baron pit for picks. Kind of weird that he'd hold on to that. Like in a competitive game, you would expect he would buy it, he would sell it. Chill, chill, chill. Just a Baron dance now. I wait for the Sedge or the Thresh to get some CC, and then all in. Their siege is incredibly bad, guys. So they're like for them to close, they need a Baron and a pick in a team fight. Like it's. Gets Crown. Goes for Mighty Bear, doesn't get him. He's still got the ult to pop back. Oh my, okay, this is... That's what I mean, it's so hard for him to win the team fight with 15 kills and the rest of his team having nothing. He should have... I think he could have gifted a couple of other kills over. If they get a Baron with a Triss though, they're gonna be super hard. Ult up in about 30. He can do that. He can one-shot that. Then drop. Ult up in 5. He's waiting for it. No. And now his ult's going to be down for the Baron. Oh, they're just going to rush it. Baron, Drake, Siege. For Crown's team. They're not going to risk it. The Baron is... I mean, it's not slow, but it's not fast enough to kind of secure it. This game is such a mess. Okay, well, Faker is going for the Edge of Night. The only thing, like, the only reason I thought maybe is because he went for lethality runes. So, when you stack lethality like that, your damage, like your armor penetration is just absurd. Hourglass. The Kalista got the Baron. That was extremely lucky. This is a tight game. Popping the GA there is extremely good. It means for the next team fight, the Ezreal can just get one shot, so Faker should focus that. Like, Ezreal's got 12 kills, he's probably doing more damage than the Tristana at this point. Edge of Night. Edge of Night. That's... I wonder what the numbers are. Edge of Night compared to Last Whisper here. I could have sworn Last Whisper would do more. But maybe once they're active, it goes into the Syndra. He should be able to kill that. He's got no, not much armor. Good peer. Caster wastes his flash again. Wasting everything for a kill that leaves like a fucking air drake is debatable. If they can get a pick now though, they can win the game. The next ace is probably gonna win, especially with the Baron up. I feel like Peanut could have forced in. Here comes the Ardent meta. They just sit on top of each other with the Ardent, with Ez Trist, and it's just stupid. The Trist needs Lord Dominic's though. Right. Faker has to get the pick. Oh my. Clean. Just to quickly reset. The Rise is actually going to be starting to do damage now. Holy shit. Never chase a chance. He'll get him. Got blue. They just can't siege. They have no like auto attack sieges. Callista is such like short range that she really struggles to get in. Wow, really stealth, man. Really stealth Faker. Much stealth. Ezreal no GA. They might... If I was the Ezreal, I'd tell my team wait for GA, because if he has the GA for the fight, he can't get popped. Then Faker has to go for the Trist, and then Janna just kills it. You're dead. They need to do something with this numbers advantage. I'm getting anxious. The 80 carries off the map. Go. Go into a Zed jolt, into a dive. Zed's just going to slowly pressure out bot while his team moves in mid. His team has to be on the mid lane now. Rise hit the base. I don't have a wave. Look, did Ezreal... Maybe Ezreal altered the wave. Peanut? I swear he's trolling. Alright, Faker would have Elixir now. The Tristan's got the Lord Dominic's. Okay, well I think this next team fight is actually extremely even. Whoever plays it better wins. Whoever takes out the 80s. Crown's team has the DPS though over the team fight. As long as no one gets bursted down. Burst to the pick. He has to wait his W out. Ooh. That does no damage. Alright, so the problem is Zed has 22 kills, pops Crown, but after he does that, he is out of the fight. They still have an 80 carry in their jungle, so they just do the deeps anyway, and they can't win because the Janna just fucking keeps them all with the shields. I feel like Kali's in a spot though now that she's big enough to do the deeps. It's not happening. Her range gets cucked by the Janna. Right, this Baron's going to determine the game. Baker had to have tried to end the game 5-10 minutes earlier now. He can't really split. He can't split bot, obviously, because the Baron's up. Getting that top late wave slow pushing would be really nice, though. Oh no. Fail flash. Please, get out. He has to get out. This Rise is utterly useless. Darn it, full health. Baron's doing some work. I think they can win. Oh, the Janna redemption as well. It's gonna be close. Faker can almost get this. I'm not sure how long is... He needs that Edge of Night into a pop. He has ultimate. Oh, this could be a penta. Edge of Night into... Oh, Tristana just gets full. Oh, I missed his skill shots. I think they can close with the Tristana. Yeah. Fuck, man. That's so frustrating to see for Faker. So he gets the huge lead, but he cannot close with it because he's taking all the kills. So that during a team fight, even though he goes like he can pop somebody, afterwards his team just gets out damaged. And all like the Rise was getting nothing off. The Kalista was struggling because she was just getting smashed by the Janna and the Triss combo just with the Ardent, just out DPSing them. And then obviously like Peanut has no damage compared to Mighty Bear. The Ezreal ends up 17-4, like 17-4, and probably does like he probably did 50% of his team's damage. It's such a dumb pick, this Ezreal. If it gets untouched, you get a lot of damage off compared to these tanks. But yeah, that was such a clean Zed. He struggled a lot to close out. But yeah, fuck, it was really nice to see. Got some really nice outplays. Showed you how you could have carried on Zed. I think if he had a different team, and I think that he played it situationally the best he could. The side lane wasn't really an option that much because of just how many skirmishes there was. You know, 70 kills, so quite a lot. But yeah, that's Faker Zed, guys. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.